Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now the rookie 4th-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Stroud. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 7, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's caught again by Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on second down. The second down throw now from Stroud. Right side completes to Mechie. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here goes Stroud again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the 4th-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
21.
Now Garoppolo. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Garoppolo now.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Touchdown Raiders! Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The throwing again is Stroud.
And the Raiders have got him.
Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A give up the middle to Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stroud now on 2nd down. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And some space here. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
White. 13. 12, fellas, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
65. 12.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
The 30. 10, 5.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Texans 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
2.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud to throw it. He gets this one to Mechie. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, here's Stroud. This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Again, it's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Stroud working out of the gun. This ball caught by Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
On the double.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Texans, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
To throw is Garoppolo.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
On second down, Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the sneak is Garoppolo.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Garoppolo. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
21, 21. 11, 11.
Garoppolo now. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. When they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
11, 11.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Third and goal, Stroud. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 38, Raiders 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Wait. 13. Hey, John. I got
this. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Connects with Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
To throw is Garoppolo.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Sixty-five.
He's back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right.
12.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles. Pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play. But if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now Stroud.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in for the score. Absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.